Hello. Welcome to day 8 of 30. So I missed last night. For those of you who were looking out for that, my apologies. Putting the kids to bed and fell asleep. But the message that I want to share with you for today, and for those of you who are new, welcome. When I talk about day 30, I'm talking about a challenge that I started for myself on my birthday, July 15th, where my goal is to just start the process of working towards my goals for next year. I'll be turning 40 next year, and there's just certain things that I want to work on. Getting healthier, being more fit, just improving in different areas of my life, right? Mind, body, finances, just everything, spiritual, every growth, right? Thrive in all areas. And I know for some of you, we've shared that conversation where there's things you want to work on as well. And I strongly believe that we should not be in the same place a year, right? So we're having this conversation now, like a year from today, we should not be in the same place, right? There should be some change, some areas that we've evolved in. So with that said, we're having those conversations, right? We're talking about different things. But what the message I want to share for today, I had a conversation with someone, and this is why it's so important to have people around you that can pour into you. You can pour into them. It's a reciprocal, productive relationship. It's not just for fun. It's not just for drinks. It's not just for giggles. It's like deep relationships that you can have with people, and you guys can enlighten each other. But anyway, the message was, and this came from her, and I hope she comes on YouTube soon and shares her wisdom, because she's very wise. She said, I am not God. So let me share with you what she meant by that. We were having a conversation about you being people's answer all the time, right? There's two sides to the coin. You being someone's answer and someone needing you to be their answer. So let me explain to you. For example, you have a family member or family members, and they are struggling in life, and they come to you for advice. You give them the advice, and what they notice when they take your advice, it works, right? Things start to shift in a better position for them. However, they start to backslide, and then they come to you for advice again, right? What they're doing is they're making you their God, right? I always say God is our source. Everything else, everyone else is our resource, right? So they can come to you for advice, but they should not always come to you. They have to start to develop their own muscle and their own willingness to go to God first and to find the answers in themselves, right? They cannot just rely on you, right? And I found that so powerful because, one, it's unhealthy for them to make you their God, that they're always coming to you, right? They have to develop that muscle themselves. And this mindset can help you avoid a lot of drama, because what it also does is it relieves you of this responsibility that you may have taken on, where you feel like you always have to be someone's answer. You don't. You can help lead, you can help guide, but you also have to reroute them to the source and also encourage them to be their own resource, right? Like I said earlier, it's good to have relationships where you can pour into each other, but the key there is each other. Relationships should not be one-sided. It shouldn't be where one person is always coming to you and they're not developing their own muscles to answer some of those questions that you've been answering for them. Right? Now, the other side to the coin is that you have to make sure that you too do not make other people your gods. I had a coach one time that shared, and this was so powerful because I saw it happening to me. She shared where there were people on social media that she had admired, and they were wise people, successful in certain areas, very philosophical, and it helped her, right? People can be a resource. But where it becomes problematic is when you make them your source, right? So she found herself waking up, being excited to listen to their podcast or listen to their message before she even got down on her knees and said a prayer, right? So we too, right? So we don't want people to make us their God, and that will relieve us from unnecessary stress and feeling responsible to always help and guide others, right? There has to be a limit. So that's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is always taking inventory of ourselves to make sure that we're not making other people our gods, right? So whether it be a celebrity, whether it be a friend, and it's okay to admire other people. It's a blessing when God puts people in your path and in your vision who are 2 steps ahead of you, who you can learn from. That's great. But we have to make sure we don't make them our God, where we go to him first and then them. And then also making sure that we're implementing the lessons that we're learning, right? It shouldn't just be, I always need to go to them, right? It's like the saying, instead of giving a man fish, teach him to fish so then he can learn how to fish and provide for himself. And that's the same thing for us. So that's the message for today. I just got here to start doing some school shopping. Moms, where are you? How are you doing this summer? Woo, I'm ready for school to start. Anyway, I'm here to get some school supplies. And I don't know what we'll do next, but anyway, y'all have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you later.